I just want to know what's happening. I actually just genuinely don't know. I just heard that Mama Max is back on the platform or doing stuff. I don't know what's going on. I just want to know like what the frick he's doing because that sounds wild. He deactivated his Twitter account. Yeah, he said he's just done with it. I mean, honestly, the cool thing is that once you get like, he has a big enough YouTube channel that he doesn't need a Twitter like at all. I do. I need it badly because it's one of my greatest sources of getting subscribers. Is Twitter, putting up shorts on Twitter and redirecting people and begging for subscribers on Twitter. Because there's a lot of people that want to support small time YouTubers. So I need it. I can't. Hopefully someday I won't need it anymore. But for now, I need it. Anytime, like I want to get to that point. I want to get to the point where like I could just stream and just the fact that I started streaming, people were like, "Oh look, Monkey's streaming," and then they'll join. Really? See, I don't get that in my feed, which just goes to show you how the Twitter like algorithm works. It's going to feed you more and more hate all at all times because that's what gets clicks. It's freaking wild, dude. And that sucks. But you know what? I agree with him. You don't need that. You don't need that in your life. You just be done with it. Just be done with it. You don't need it. I'll be honest with you. I don't even use any of it. I never have been. I never liked. I never used social media, which is why I'm so proud to have such a small footprint on the internet. I don't like social media. I never understood it. Never liked it. Never was like. You gotta understand one thing. I'm a very simple monkey. I play video games, and I got home from school and I play video games, and I got home from college and I played video games, and I got home from work after that and I played video games. Like I don't care about anything in life. I have always been just like chilling on my own Fallout vibe. Like I know like I am basically just the 2008 version of World of Warcraft players, where World of Warcraft players to this day are still playing World of Warcraft. And since like '08, I've been playing like 2 and 3 simple games: Fallout New Vegas, Fallout whatever the frick, Skyrim, all the Bethesda games, all those like games. Like I just played that. So it's like I didn't worry about society or celebrities or news or freaking social media. So it's like I don't know. I never used it. So I never respond to people on Twitter. And honestly, frankly, since getting onto YouTube and like doing all this, 90% of it is just like people trying to sell me, hey, buy my art, hey, commission me for art, hey, give me monies, and I'm like, I'm broke, I don't have money, so I just stay off of it myself. The only time I use Twitter or Facebook, I deleted my Facebook because I was just tired of it. Too much to like do. I don't wanna like I struggle to keep up with Twitter anyways. So like I keep Twitter, I keep Instagram, but all I ever do is just post up shorts and then I'm done. I don't freaking touch nothing. I'm not on it. I don't look at anything. I don't ever get on it. I don't respond to people's messages. I just post content. Go subscribe and follow if you freaking like my stuff.
Hello, guys and gals. Me, Mudahar, and normally I have a lot of faith in people, but honestly, with the individuals that I cover, I really don't think there's room to grow. Now, I'm personally somebody that if you're apologetic and you want to change for the better, I am 100% supportive of you. Mama Max is not that kind of guy. So about 7-8 months ago, I covered this individual who used to be a good friend of mine, but it came out that every single hunt that he did on, the worst types of people in the world, those who...
Bro really was... I'm trying to think, I'm like, is he not that kind of guy? I'm like, he really threatened Moist Critical, like, I could cancel you. You know that I'm the pedo hunter, right? I could cancel you. Like, what does that mean? What does that mean? You're gonna frame him as a Geppetto? Like, what does that mean? Like, that is the most suspiciously scummy thing I've ever heard in my life. Charlie, I could cancel you. I am the pedo hunter on YouTube. I could I'm Batman. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. Charlie, I'm Batman on YouTube. I am the pedo hunter, Charlie, I'm Batman. Like, what the frick? What kind of a threat is that? What the frick? What do you mean by that? Casually casually trying to like threaten somebody that I will what? Like accuse you of being a pedo? What the frick?
Harm minors and whatnot were all faked and nonsense investigations. Max apparently.
P.S. He is the epitome of like. He is the epitome of like I understand the law better than lawyers. Like actually, I'm not even joking. It's funny. It's funny. You gotta listen to Mama Max talk about laws and like NDAs and like defamation suits. Like, bro is hilarious.
Had done nothing
like,
to stop
his
this
lawyer
insane,
is ChatGPT.
bro, criminal
so
activity that would happen all around the world. Okay.
I'm also actually gonna start.
For those who don't know, ChatGPT is only as smart as the collective information that we give it as an internet. So you tell me, would you trust the collective internet to give you information on anything that is not moderated?
Interviewing police local to me as to don't get arrested because I know that.
Yeah, because he used ChatGPT for everything, and he's like, yeah, but it cites this website. It's like, yeah, but like, why do you think like even Google is struggling with the same exact thing right now? Where Google like if you ever Google anything, you cannot trust it anymore because Google will use AI and take the collective information from all the Google searches and try to give you a direct answer. The problem is that because we live in a society where we're also allowed to make websites and just claim a bunch of BS that's not true, like the earth is flat and stuff, if Google sees all that, it might just like start to include wrong information as well into its final results.
They all want to arrest them. It's just the law binds them.
So you've never actually gotten arrested?
Not to my knowledge.
Max is somebody that grifted on the easiest possible path to victory.
That's the worst part. And I thought people like Vitaly were doing really good about this, but apparently they're not either. There's a way to catch a lot of these pedo dudes, and it's not by making a big show. It's by working with the authorities. But I feel like the way that the internet is, it doesn't lend itself too well to you actively working with the authorities and documenting the process, kind of like a cop situation. As opposed to they want to have the explosive gotcha moment where they go and catch the person on the spot like a Chris Hansen situation. But you have to understand that Chris Hansen worked with multiple thousands upon thousands of cases and spent a long time recording and processing all these cases, so that by the time that you actually showed up on film on TV and you watched it, Chris had already been involved with these cases months, if not years ahead of time. These people have been in jail already. A lot of those people were already in jail by the time you actually saw the footage. You feel me? Like, a lot of those people were already in jail and were murdered in the prison by other prisoners by the time you got to see the freaking footage. So it's a long and lengthy process. You're not gonna get instantaneous YouTube bangers every single week. You feel me?
On YouTube. You know, for the longest time, criticizing Max wasn't really a thing.
To a degree, I'll agree with you, but he's not perfect either. He's definitely not perfect, but he got a lot. He at least when he had the entire like studio behind his back, he had other people that were able to work with the authorities and like get everything done the proper way. I don't know much about what he's done since though.
You wanted to do? He was YouTube's pedo hunting guy. And he could cancel pretty much anyone that he wanted.
And they're making it, what's even worse is, they're making it more difficult. They're making it more difficult for the actual people to get, like, to prosecute them. Like, yeah, okay, cool, now the police are more aware of these people, cool, but even if they know now, it's even more difficult to actually prosecute them because y'all got it so involved personally that they can make an argument that they were pressured into like giving a specific answer. All that evidence is trash now. And now
I could literally cancel
unless they're
you.
like a moron like EDP445, most people will tend to like, get rid of all the evidence at that point.
Charlie. I could literally cancel you.
I'm glad he brought up this clip.
And I choose not to. It's true though. It's the truth. Like, I'm the friggin' pedo hunter.
Now,
bro got like one little taste of power and he immediately got corrupted, bro. Immediately, so hard, so quickly.
It's pretty difficult to go up against a guy that is honestly wanting to try to do the best, and his only enemies at the time are people that harm kids, who everyone universally dislikes. But it came out that Max was not exactly an honest actor. None of his investigations were real, and when it came time to investigating a werewolf cult, yeah, I'm not kidding, a werewolf cult. I know some people might click on this video who have no idea about the context of this, which is why I have to give you the intro, because somebody will click into this video and be like, whoa! Muda's talking about werewolf cults? What happened? Yeah, Max tried to get me, Charlie, plenty of other YouTubers involved into this story, and every single one of us who had a functioning brain cell, meaning any functioning brain activity up there, immediately looked at the evidence Max provided and thought, that's nonsense. Now, for a long time, Max has pretty much been on hiding. I made an update video about like 11 days ago where I kind of talked.
Not only that, but then bro gets romantically involved with the freaking victim. Like how much more, like, you want to talk about a like biased or a, like, what is that term? Conflict of interest? Like, come on, dude.
Talked about, Max in the last couple, weeks. A lot of things have sort of come up, okay? One of them, most importantly, was Max's mega account, which initially was taken down for hosting, or not Max's mega account. Let me correct myself. Let me do the right thing here. I believe it was
Chris Handsome. You see, you see, I called him Chris Handsome, not Chris Hansen. You know why I did that? Because I like you and I want you. Now we can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. We're not doing this anyway. Okay, I see you've chosen the hard way. I'm a warrior. I'm sorry, I can't. Boondocks was my childhood. Let me tell you something. Dude. You guys want to hear irony? Okay, my parents forbid my good old Catholic, all Mexican parents, Catholic parents, were avidly against South Park. That's right. If they ever saw South Park, oh boy, was I in trouble, bro. Oh, I very sneakily purchased the South Park Turkey Takeover Christmas video game for the Nintendo 64, and I got in trouble for that. They would not let me watch South Park. So, as a final bastion of my childhood ability to watch adult entertainment, I had to be very sneaky about watching the Boondocks. So my entire childhood was just me watching Boondocks, bro. I freaking love every episode. Oh, love it. Sorry, me, Burrito, and Chaos constantly be just. Oh, so you want to do this the hard way? There'll be times, bro, especially whenever we be going out places where Burrito, we go to a water park or whatever. He just takes off his shirt and I just look at him and I be like, I like you and I want you.
Attached to Max or somebody close to the investigation team who had a mega account that was taken down, and recently it appears that account could have actually just contained illegal child material, which again was something that I kind of wanted to see an answer to. And boy, it would be really hard to give a proper answer to something like that. It's actually one of the things that ruin any investigation imaginable. In fact, it's downright illegal to host any of that material. When it comes out to other things regarding Max's employment and working towards kids,
is that he just really had hey guys, this is my storage of just potentially illicit illegal substances, possibly CP. It's you can't just have that. Even if it's you're not, it's it's for evidence. It's you're not an evidence locker. You don't you're not the police. You can't have an evidence locker. Even the police doesn't have an evidence locker. They just delete the stuff. They could just record the fact that they found the substance on the person. There's a record, and they just get rid of it. It's not. They don't just keep it around.
again, even in a volunteer capacity, knowing full well this man destroys cases rather than assists them, is something that people were genuinely worried about. But Max uploads Speaking Up, so it's 3 minutes and 56 seconds long, and I kind of wanted to watch it and laugh at it with you and just see if this man truly has learned from his mistakes.
Why does he look like Charlie from Always Sunny?
Is he accountable? Well, let's see. Oh no, he edited.
I'm sorry, the Martin Luther King Jr. in the background, and what I can only assume are other famous political peoples out there that I don't know the name of because I'm not that smart or cultural of a monkey. really thespian.
Oh man, you know, when it comes to YouTube apologies, I'm gonna add that to the bingo card. The tomato clip artifact inside. Now, I don't know what Max is trying to do with this look here. He kind of reminds me of Ryan from The Office. You know,
okay,
same.
I was way more Charlie from Always Sunny, but okay, all right, okay.
Same exact personality at this point, same douchebaggery. But he's got, you know, the dog in the background for good merits. He's got pinned up posters of Malamala Yousafzai. You've got
I didn't know who that was. Malamala Yousafzai?
Martin Luther King Jr.
Who is she? Should we look up if anybody have like a cool YouTube documentary we could watch?
Junior, I can't exactly remember who these two are, but yeah, he's got all the figures up there. I don't know if he assumes he's got the same level of savior, the good clout like these people, but yeah, Max clearly feels associated to him. Off to a great start, but let's see accountability.
Who was it that made that joke? Was it Bill Burr? Who talked about any time that oh wow, why am I blanking out his name? Steve Jobs, idiot. There we go. Y'all remember the old Steve Jobs commercials? Abraham Lincoln, Einstein, Edison, me. You know what I mean? It's basically Mama Max being like, look, Martin Luther King Jr., Mama, oh, me, look how amazing we all are. We're like the Mount Rushmore of good people.
I have to share with you over the next few uploads.
If I don't see...
I love how he keeps going back to his Batman voice. That's not how he sounds like. I've heard him speak when he gets like flustered or like whenever he's like live and he's like, he actually has to talk like in a real like face-to-face person situation. He's going back to his I'm Batman voice.
Anything related to the vampire cult case that is at least positive, I'm going to be mad.
It may be
got
decades
a doggo in the back too.
before the truth around this case comes to light.
Look at the doggo.
Mother... Well, it may be decades before any truth around this case comes to light. So, yeah, the insane vampire cult story that Max tried to get every YouTuber involved with, yeah, it might be...
Wait, so, yeah, there's no evidence, there's probably not going to be evidence for thousands of years, which is why he was like, you want to talk about, jumping the gun too early.
Till, like, 2077, maybe hopefully at the latest,
the shark.
that we might actually get any information surrounding this case. I don't know if this case is that completely complex or if it's so butchered enough that even law enforcement isn't deciding to touch it with a 10-foot pole because Max jumped the gun and started throwing out accusations.
Yeah, see, he said it too. I'm not wrong. It was jump the gun.
Actual evidence, completely tainting and destroying a case. His star witness was living with him and basically siphoning money off of him, which absolutely created a conflict of interest. Yeah, this man totally butchered a case that he was supposed to be working on. If there was malfeasance, Max did everything possible to ruin that, even if it wasn't his intention.
But I would like to start uploading again.
Okay.
Now, you've probably heard a lot of different things about me. Distinguishing between what's real and what's not is a challenge in the year 2024. And it's probably only going to get harder.
No way mine's on here, right?
Between what's real and what's not.
There's the Nuxo Taco one. Oh! I watch him all the time. I watch him all the time now. Why am I blanking out on your name? Go watch him. I'll find him. I'll find the video. We're gonna react to him soon. Again, love his videos. Love his voice. Freaking Mike! How come mine's not on there?
Probably heard
everything possible to ruin that, even if it wasn't.
I'm actually jealous. I'm actually
jealous. But I would like to start uploading again.
Okay.
I mean, you can upload if you would like, bro. Nobody's stopping you. Just stop trying to like be a. Stop doing the stuff you were doing before, like entirely. No one trusts you with that no more.
Oh, you've probably heard.
Oh, I think I saw some VTubers. Sorry, I'm gonna frame by frame this. Here's some BS.
Probably heard a lot of different things about me. Distinguishing between what's real and what's not.
Bro, I feel like I had such a nice thumbnail too.
Is a challenge.
I made it look like a freaking like Star Wars thing, bro. I had you on there. I had Mudahara on there. Like you guys, like I did a little fade in the background. It was so nice.
In the year 2024. Wow.
I feel so
and it's probably only going to get harder.
Yeah, misinformation is pretty real. Don't get me wrong, but when it comes to his stuff, this is what I like to call clear gaslighting. He shows like a thumbnail of my video and a few other people's videos who I've worked with, who actually interviewed him, people like Nicholas.
He made sure to put Nuts Otaku, who is also in the Some Ordinary podcast, by the way.
Where it really came out by Max's own words that he believes ChatGPT is viable legal advice to give. And he also at the time didn't even properly timeline his evidence whatsoever.
So, look at what I just sent you.
Yeah, you sent me a ChatGPT prompt, not a fucking legal definition.
We can argue legal semantics all we want.
No, we're not arguing semantics. We have to look at exact definition, Max. This is the problem with this situation. You're going in with evidence that can't be 100% corroborated. You're going in with allegations as an evidence. Courts would laugh.
Why?
Yeah, this would not, at the end of the day, be as it may, like whatever the frick you want to say, you would not be able to submit this into a court of law, like point blank.
Wow.
Are we talking to your lawyer,
you would have to go,
is this the lawyer? Like right here, bro. Come on, you can't. You know, if I make a video on this is what I have to work with. How do you honestly think I can take your side logically? If tomorrow I was like, oh, where's Max getting his legal definitions? Oh, ChatGPT. By the way, ChatGPT has also been getting fucking dumber over the last few months. I mean, come on.
If the judge and jury find a witness statement credible, they can charge or convict you of a crime based solely on witness testimony alone. That is from BergenCriminalAttorney.com. Y'all can look it up.
Show me that definition. Show me that definition, not the ChatGPT. Why'd you not bring me that one?
I am giving you multiple.
Give me that. Give me the one from the legal definition. Why'd you bring me ChatGPT? Link me that right now. We'll read it together.
ChatGPT understands the legal system.
Yeah, there's misinformation, and then there's taking the time to call you and your survivor and get the information out of you, which wasn't exactly favorable in any capacity. So I don't know what he's trying to get on with. Maybe there's misinformation. Unlike Max's case, I bring facts to the fucking table, okay? Key difference between the two, okay? There's facts.
Get out of here with that.
And then there's this furry fan fiction, all right? Key difference.
Mass psychosis is very real, and I'm sure you all can pretty much feel it at this point. Now, people have taken my silence as an admission of guilt. That is not the case.
Mass psychosis? Bro, the only psycho here is you. Shut your mouth. What do you mean?
I was simply respecting the wishes of those I was advocating for.
Yeah, because your victims would have told you, hey, if there's an actual case, you're ruining everything. Please shut up about it. So I guess the first blame here is...
stop talking.
Let's be honest. A minute 22 into this, there's not going to be any apology, okay? That was just a giant joke. To be honest, Max is blaming this on something known as mass psychosis. Mass hysteria is called epidemic hysteria, mass psychogenic illness. Several factors are thought to contribute, including groupthink, stress, social pressure. Some psychologists believe that mass hysteria is a form of groupthink. You know, I really feel like
that is so stupid. He's really gonna try to make the argument that everybody see, obviously what's happening here is that everyone else in the world is stupid and crazy and lost their mind, and I committed no such bad things that you all accuse me of doing.
Max is trying to tell us or gaslight us into thinking we're all wrong. We're all believing things a different way. Again, like I said, in a previous like 44-minute video, the first one that I made about Max, there was in fact an interview with him. We were looking through all the facts provided, and we even reached out right to the source. And nothing that was provided back actually assisted Max in any of his case. So yeah, it's not really mass hysteria. It's just people waking up to the facts and realizing he had very little to go off with. So no, he's not apologetic for butchering a case. He's just trying to pin the blame on the people who are criticizing him, showing that Max is the thinnest skinned bitch that I've ever seen when it comes to taking actual criticism on the platform. There is a way back from the mistakes that he's made. It just involves being a man and taking actual criticism to account and realizing that, yes, your entire career was a lie. Maybe it's time to turn that around, but he doesn't really want to be doing that. He wants a win when he can't even carve one out.
But I am not the monstrous villain that I've been caricaturized as.
Bro is so artsy-fartsy with all his videos. Like, relax.
I don't care. I don't care who says I'm doing this for
I feel like he could be a great commentary YouTuber. Just stop talking about, like, any of the justice BS, because you obviously don't care about any of it. You care more about, like, being artsy-fartsy than actually helping people.
Money or clout.
You don't care about money and clout. I don't know what the inverted Jesus was about. I don't know if he thinks he's like a savior in this case. But, you know, Max saying that he's not doing this for any money is almost a hilarious thing for me to just look through, okay? Because let's be real, okay? Max has basically been, you know, pretty successful on his Patreon up until his actual demise on the platform, because he was doing pretty well. Like, I think he was making 5 figures for basically uploading once a year, that at best. Now, one of the things that came out from Max was obviously on his evidence server back at the time. This is a image of his non-disclosure agreement, where basically if you wanted to be an influencer and see this evidence, quote unquote, you had to sign or be part of this confidentiality to see all this agreement, right? Now, I don't recall breaking any of this confidentiality whatsoever. I did talk about the fact that I don't think the evidence was pretty much all the way there. But one of the things that ended up coming out was this screenshot right here after I had dropped my video. Apparently, allegedly, Max on one of his servers ended up saying, Spencer and I, Spencer being one of the victims, the lead one in fact, are considering a class action lawsuit against Mutahar. So, allegedly none of this was for money. How much money?
It's like, bro, like, Spencer and I, like, so you guys are like... Okay. Got it.
Act for breaching our non-disclosure agreement, inciting harassment on live streams, defamation, and causing emotional distress. He's extremely rich! So the lawsuit seeks $1 million in damages to be distributed to all of you! And this was peddled like a win amongst all the victims over here. All you would have to do is testify against him. So yeah, putting these people
I will give you part of the $1 million as long as you testify against him. How is that not illegal as all get out?
Bringing their story to light. Not just that, you want them to also testify against me in a case they all surely will lose at, okay? Particularly regarding the actions, not speaking to any of you about the evidence and the impact this behavior has had on you. Spencer has agreed to be the lead plaintiff, and I'll do all of the hard work. Now, obviously, reading this, I have no sympathy for any Spencer or Max. Okay, I read stuff like this.
Yeah, Mutahar made a video?
Right? And I think to myself, these people are monetary grifters. They just want money out of this. That's really all it comes out to. Me, being a close friend to Max at a time, this is the response you end up getting back. He'll sue me for $1 million because I'm quote-unquote extremely rich. Well, if you were just sitting on your ass doing nothing with your fucking life, investigation-wise, really anything, you too could build yourself a sizable nest egg and not have to rely on the good graces of your audience.
Dude, the thing is, he can actually pull something off now. Like, there's a lot of eyeballs that will be paying attention to him. He needs to just become, like, he just needs to push into the commentary YouTuber type and just leave that stuff alone. Stop trying to be a hero.
Shoveling money into your pocket for doing absolutely nothing. It's called working, Max, okay? You should give it a fucking try. And it really seems like after Max has fallen, he actually
has to be entertaining.
Based on one of his Patreon posts, where because of his operation being severely crippled because of a defamation campaign, which isn't defamation because we had actually talked to him, we were bringing up facts. So I'm currently seeking local employment. And again, I always welcome. I'm like, hey, if you really think
that's a good thing. Like you want to fund your hobbies. If you're able to do it full time, awesome. I am lucky very fortunate to be able to do this full time, and then like to have a little part time job on the side to help fund my ability to do this. But if you're not able to, then just go get a freaking normal job. But you need to make sure that your rent is covered, my dude. Then you make YouTube videos.
You can win a lawsuit. Let's go. Just serve me, okay? All right, let's make it happen. All right, simple as that. Because I'll stand my ground as this guy will stand his ground, and we'll just see how things go. Because honestly, I'm not one to get bullied, especially by Ryan Howard from The Office.
Yeah, like I feel like if you actually had a case, you would have already sued him, right? Like you wouldn't just be all this talk. Like you wouldn't I'm trying to think if I've not necessarily a lawsuit, but I've been through court system situations, with family members and stuff, and I feel like you just sort of go through the process. You don't really wait and threaten each other all day.
It's okay. It's just not happening.
We need to refocus our conversations on future generations that are facing multiple global threats that we are all perpetuating. And
whoa, future generations.
He has a nice looking house. You feel me? He has some really nice pictures in the back. Like maybe if you didn't spend all your money on nice pictures and stuff like that, maybe we would have a bit more money. You wouldn't have to go get a job. You know what I'm saying?
Coming across global
all these YouTubers that get huge and then all of a sudden they crash down. I'm like, weren't you putting money away or doing something I don't go buy some stock or something? I don't know, something I don't know, dividends.
This is when you go down to the whole Max doing the there is a really scary human trafficking, child trafficking epidemic, and he brings all these sheets up, these facts and whatnot, these articles, with the whole red virtual boy filter on top of it to make it look scary and whatnot. And don't get me wrong, there is definitely a bad aspect of children unfortunately being exposed to some real dangers on the internet, but Max kind of likes to paint it with this QAnon light version where basically there's a secret cabal out there to hunt children. Yesterday I made a video about how the FBI literally had taken down one of the largest.
Oh, what's his face? They're gonna put something in the water, turn the frogs gay. Alex Jones. He's like Alex Jones.
Hosting services on the dark web to take down pretty much 50% at a time of all of the illegal CSAM material that would just be floating around easily on the dark web. So yeah, this whole notion of the big government, these shadow agencies hunting children down and turning them into the Hunger Games, it's not something that is out there, okay? A lot of agencies do their best to fight against it. In fact, if anything, Max's...
No, it's literally the people on Kick. We just saw the Some Ordinary Chickens video. It's not some secret, AOMA, welcome. It's not some secret, organization being predatory versus kids and stuff. No, well, from what we saw in Some Ordinary Chickens, it's actually just, straight up people on Kick live streaming it for the world to see.
A vigilante wanton justice that he likes to go for, and especially how he handled this vampire werewolf case, is the thing that law enforcement agencies and even actual agencies that fight against and protect children in an actual capacity dislike whatsoever. Max has turned a very serious criminal action that people should be stopping into a game, into an art form almost, where he can grift off of, okay? And it's not just Max. There's a whole wave of people who have basically made a mockery about this kind of, journalism.
It's there's a way to do it, though. To be fair, there's a way to do it. There's a way to do it well. If you, did that and, made a documentary, ooh, scary, ooh, but, actually about something actually scary, just pick a documentary, I don't know, a Shane Dawson documentary, or I recently saw a documentary about how there's a lot of families that go I'm scared to say it, but like I saw a documentary on cartels. You know, don't come after me, cartels. I know you guys are scary. You know, other YouTubers have talked smack and gotten in trouble, and you shout out. Y'all are cool. Shout out to y'all. Y'all keep doing y'all business, and I'll keep doing me on over here. But I saw how scary, like I saw documentaries where they were like, "Ooh, look at these families. They go without they lost this one child, lost both his parents, and now he lives by himself." And it's like, but they also do a lot of that showmanshipy stuff, like where it's like, look how sad, and the piano music, and the violin, and the stuff. Like Mama Max could genuinely take actually bad situations happening out there, make a documentary with all the showy offy things, and like just the simple fact that he's bringing it to the attention of the mass public is a good thing. And I feel like he could, like, his skills lend themselves well to really showy offy artsy documentaries. And he doesn't need to like go and be a hero to do that. He can just do that.
Endeavor or these kind of like, investigations.
No, he doesn't. But like, I wouldn't say he's good or bad necessarily for making documentaries. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, don't sit here and lie that you care about the victims when, like, you don't. That's what people find disingenuous. I feel like when you're trying to put yourself up on a cross, basically, and you want people to see you on that light when you're not. You get me?
All right, they turn them more into entertainment versus trying to actually initially protect children. Okay.
On top of that,
and that's just one of the things that people need to refocus on. So yes, we should refocus into handling this in a mature, professional manner. You shouldn't really be calling up your friends and then them having to try to fix up your mistakes, and trying to fix up Max's mistakes was almost impossible because he's such a
but like a good example of I would argue would be like Oopaville. Oopaville will talk about a lot of pretty extreme like situations. He's not like claiming that he's gonna go and save all these children or all these like bad situations or help all these people, or like there's a bad situation happening in XYZ place. But he's not like, at the same time, he's not like trying to tell you like I am Oopaville and I am the glorious helper by making this video. But he's not lying. It's obviously just content. It's commentary. He's bringing awareness to it, and he's gonna make money off it. He's not gonna lie to you and tell you that he's not making money off it. He's gonna sell you some freaking candy. He's got the sour boys, which are delicious, and it's like, yeah, like, and then I feel like that's fine. I'm not expecting Oomphaville to be an arbiter of goodness. You get me? But there's a difference if. There would be a difference if Oopaville came out here like, guys, my content has saved the lives of millions. Every time you buy a Sour Boys, another life is saved, like... That's why they don't like Mr. Beast and why they don't like Mama Max, because it's like you want to put yourself up on a pedestal while also still not really doing anything good out of it, or vice versa. Mr. Beast case, doing something bad.
Absolutely call the police when you have been harmed or your children have been harmed.
This is actually the most logical thing you said since the creation of this channel, since any of this has happened.
However, we can rebuild the infrastructural issues with law enforcement and legal processes to ensure more kids are getting restorative justice that they deserve.
See, it's like, no, duh. Guys, we can do something about this. Oh, cool. Yeah, we can.
Deserve. And hopefully one day we can prevent crimes from happening to children.
It's such a nothing burger sandwich.
I love how he's like, hopefully one day we can restore justice and fill the institutional problems. Is there problems with law enforcement and the law? Absolutely. Okay, crossed. There are problems every day. Okay, nobody is denying that. All right.
I love how it took him this long to figure that part out.
But this is coming from the guy that wouldn't even work in any capacity with law enforcement to start with, it seems, to stop any of this behavior, okay?
Yeah,
this is somebody that treated...
He really stopped the victims from going to the law and instead made them go to him.
his investigations as a joke. He only handed it off to his friends or even law enforcement, it seems, when all hope was effectively lost and everything he wanted to do seems to be butchered. How can you say the law enforcement system and the law is broken when you don't even try the bare minimum, it seems, from my analysis, to actually work with these organizations? It's insane. It's like no accountability, no nothing, literally will sit there, gaslight, and tell everyone, no, you're going through mass psychosis. Don't listen to what the evil trolls are saying. They're the ones that are wrong. Even though everyone criticizing Max has actually brought 100% more facts and receipts than this man seems to have brought in his entire career. It's insanity. It's actually insanity to witness. Now, if you thought the comment section was nicer than me towards this, well, let me go through some of the top comments. Mass psychosis? Didn't you sue Mutahar for bringing this up to light? Well, I will correct you. There has been no lawsuit served at the legal office that represents us, okay? So
I
will tell you right now, we are safe for now, of course. The tomato is an allegory for accountability. True! Dodging accountability? Dodging. I mean, come on now, that's the best part. Now, I will say this actual apology video, if you can even call it that, pretty much belongs in the Hall of Fame for the worst YouTube apology videos that I've seen in a long time. Max is an individual that does not care about the well-being, in my opinion, of actual children. In fact, he cares more about the grift and earning the actual stuff, the fame and parade of trying to assist these vulnerable children. There are vulnerable children out there in the world, okay? And there's plenty of ways to help them. If you do come across some child, if you do come across an event that is representative of some malfeasance towards children, really anybody, then it's up to you to document as much as you can, provide that to law enforcement agencies, start a valid case number, keep following that ticket number, and hopefully see the law enforcement agencies go through with it. Work the best you can without trying to turn this into a giant YouTuber case, okay? Not everything...
And that's the most important thing, I feel like, and it's something that needs to be very, very obvious to people. There is not a single YouTuber in existence that can do anything to help these situations. Like, there never will be. There's never going to. If something's happening, don't go to a YouTuber. Go to the police. Speak up. If you're a YouTuber and you want to help, there's very few things you can do to actually help. Find an organization that genuinely does good work and genuinely helps people. And figure out a way to get donations for them. That's something you can do as a YouTuber. But don't sit here and act like you're gonna do anything more. That's all you can really do. You know, inform people. Get the phone numbers required and make sure that everyone is aware of the phone number needed in case you're in an emergency, in case you happen to be in a bad place.
Needs to be a YouTube video. Not every case needs to be a YouTube video to start off. Work with law enforcement first, and then once everything is done and dusted, and you've got your actual convictions and you've got serious moves against bad people, then start to record, then start to edit your video, and then you can post it for everyone to watch, okay? I think that's generally the understanding out there. Now, one thing I wanted to correct, actually, last time we looked into this one Reddit post, which was the truth about Spencer, where they actually scrolled down and read this entire Facebook Messenger message talking about, like, Spencer was basically at outs with Max, and apparently, like, she was losing all her money, and she was basically being forced to go back to her home state. Now, at the time, I said, these are just messages that I can't confirm, because honestly, I can't. I haven't really...
Max kicked out the victim after this!
Fresh them off the server myself. I'll go so far as to say that now I really do think that people like Max utilize what I believe to be potential disinformation. Like, I don't believe this message at all. There might even be a chance that this message has come from people like Max in order to,
they basically had a bit of a falling out, is basically what happened.
Community, so you can come back and say, look at how easy it is to misinform individuals. Yeah, it's really not that easy, okay? Only verify what you can, factually, and then go with that the best you can. Something that Max was absolutely not doing, okay? But ultimately speaking, if I sound really, like, bitchy during this video, it's because, honestly, I really did expect... I wish I could actually have been slammed on my ass today, okay? I wish I was in the wrong. I wish I had to take a massive L, because that would mean that at least Max corrected his behavior and apologized, and maybe dug up something proper regarding this case.
Really had
but now it's going to take apparent decades to find, and honestly, who knows what the world will look like Maybe the vampire cult won't even exist. Who knows? But ultimately, Max has destroyed a case, and he doesn't really understand that he is completely in the wrong. Truly degenerate, insane behavior. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, you're going through apparently a mass psychosis event. I am out.
Bro, I welcome to the psychosis event, bro. We're all under psychosis right now. I can feel it. Can you feel it? I feel it. we're all in mass hysteria right now. That's all it is. I love it. I love bro is like an actual Eric Cartman from South Park, which is how like much he's willing to like bend reality to like fit like, nah, I'm not a bad person. Obviously the rest of the world is a bad person here. Alright, let's go. I'm done. That dude's a clown. It's funny. Bro's gonna actually, I feel like he definitely still has a career as a lolcow. Actually though, if he just keeps this up, I think he actually has a career as a lolcow. Thanks for hanging out. Like or dislike, comment, and subscribe, and become a Monodachi today! I live stream all day, Monday through Friday, so go say hi! That's all for now, Monos. Goodbye, and thanks for swinging by. Salut!